and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Come on, set. Henry, line 49. Watch the pass.
Bridgewater on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Seahawks have recovered. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Kamara. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Running with Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one. That's caught at the 25. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Room here to run. 34 yards there at a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Wide, get wide. Check the backer.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 37-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. And this one complete to Smith. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2. Come baby. Here we go. Check 50. Check 50.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
The motion. What's that? Kill. Check 3.
They'll toss it to Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
36-yard line.
Mike Brown 80. Watch 2. Check. Check 3. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Complete to Bryant. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here I come again. Alert. Check.
They'll try to run with Carson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
And 12 at the 16-yard line.
Mike, two. Watch two. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Alert, alert, alert. Tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Set up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
And the Saints first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's caught by Roberts. And he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Seth Roberts, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's a party now.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Roberts got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again with Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on third. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. Here we go. You must be drinking.
First down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slit. Watch the slit.
To the air, Allen. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one good for 26 and a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side. What a spin. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, go get him, go get him. Pass. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, Alpha. Protect.
To throw again. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Second down, McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin. Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a
That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Vincent Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point forthcoming. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Roberts has it. That one good for 26 and a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now McKinnon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little. Extra space, and then drop just inside the 20.
And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is...
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 11-yard line.
54 Mike. Check back, check back. Check, 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 check.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You got nothing.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Bryant has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
At the 37-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Let's go.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Here's Bridgewater. Bearing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New Orleans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.